Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here. I really appreciate it. I want to check in with that person that's on your mind, see what they're thinking, what they're feeling. Maybe check and see if there's any blockages between the two of you and see where we're going to go moving forward. I did bring out a couple oracle decks as well that we can pull from at the end to get some additional messages from Spirit. But let's go ahead and get into the tarot here. We got 10 of Pentacles, family, building a legacy. I like that energy. Lots of stability, traditions. Let's see. So be sure and like the video or leave a comment if you feel called. Subscribe to my channel if you like the messages. It really helps me to grow and it helps me to push my channel out there so other people get the messages as well. So, wow. Okay. So what they're thinking, we have judgment. And judgment is like an awakening. It's like a total rebirth. These people are literally waking up out of their graves. Like it's that rebirth energy. And it's also about self-evaluation here and leaving the past behind. They could just really be thinking about like a new beginning here. Again, with that awakening, the renewal of something. Maybe they want to renew things between the two of you, right? They want to come back in here and yeah, I feel like they really want to renew things between the two of you and have that rebirth between the two of you, reconcile things. What they're feeling, we have the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is about like limiting beliefs. It's about feeling trapped or feeling stuck in something. I feel like they're really holding themselves back, and that could be just like with their belief systems. Maybe it has something to do with family or traditions here. But they're definitely feeling like stuck and helpless, powerless in some kind of situation. We'll pull clarifiers. But what they're not telling you, we have the Hierophant, which again is about like traditions, belief systems. So, you know, they really could be not telling you about belief systems that religious belief systems, or maybe they're just not telling you like they want a traditional relationship, right? They want marriage, they want the engagement. Maybe you two just haven't talked about your belief systems yet, you know, or religious. This could be something that you haven't discussed, is like marriage, or um, you know, they could be stuck in a marriage. Maybe you don't know that they are married. Their intentions, we have the Hermit. This is like very pulled back, solitude. This is like going within and searching for self, searching for answers here. So I feel like they really intend to kind of go within here and do some self reflection and find that inner wisdom. Moving forward, we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is moving on, it is leaving things behind, accepting some kind of lesson, and moving forward. This person is in this canoe or boat, but they're literally like moving. So, one or both of you could literally be moving, like physically moving, or it could just be about mentally leaving something behind and accepting the lessons that have occurred and moving forward. So let's do some clarifiers. Clarify the Judgment card, Spirit, for what they're thinking. So we have the Five of Wands, yeah, which is about obstacles, competition. I feel like they really do want like reconciliation here. Like they want this, they want to come in and overcome these obstacles. And leave the past behind, overcome this. Maybe there was some conflict in the past between the two of you, or it could be like these traditions, this conflict with, because you have the 10 of Pentacles and the Hierophant, which are all about like traditional beliefs or family traditions. You know, the 10 of Pentacles, it can be like family traditions. Let's see. Clarify the Eight of Swords for what they're thinking, or feeling, what they're feeling. So we have the Six of Wands, which is, this is like a victory. It's about pride. It's overcoming and really like being recognized, being seen. I feel like they are, it could have a lot to do with like self-confidence. I feel like they are really lacking in self-confidence here, holding themselves back. Maybe, you know, they're not feeling good enough, or, you know, whatever this limiting belief is for them. Let's see. Clarify the Hierophant for what they're not telling the collective spirit. So we have the Fool. This is about a new beginning. Again, with the Judgment, leaving the past behind, wanting a new beginning and overcoming obstacles. Yeah, like they want this new beginning here. Maybe they want to leave a marriage and start something new, or maybe they just want a new beginning and a new, like, traditional. Maybe, you know, if this was somebody from the past and you guys didn't have like a traditional relationship, maybe they want that now. Right? So clarify the Hermit for their intentions, Spirit. So we have the Three of Cups, which is about joy, celebration, community, and friendships. So maybe they want to come out of hermit mode. If this is somebody that has been like very pulled back and in solitude, or just, you know, not communicating with you, or, you know, on their own here, then maybe they want to come out of this hermit mode. And it's like returning to society, right? And then you have the Three of Cups, which is about like friend groups, communities, and social events, group events. So I feel like they want to come out of this hermit mode. You guys could be part of the same friend group as well. Clarify the Six of Swords, Spirit, for future. We have the Seven of Wands. Yeah. Moving on and standing up for beliefs, having boundaries, standing up for themselves. Maybe this is, maybe that's why they're feeling stuck. Maybe they're feeling stuck in family traditions. That could be religion. That could just be, you know, maybe you guys are from different backgrounds and they're supposed to stay with their ethnicity, or, you know what I mean? Like there's some kind of tradition and family belief system here. And they want to leave that behind and reconcile things with you. They want a new beginning. And I feel like they are going to walk away from something. Move away from something here. What's the blockage, Spirit? What's blocking this connection? So we have the Four of Pentacles. Holding on to things, like trying to control things. Family members, the traditions, the belief systems could be controlling them, right? This, like with a mindset, like a lot of times people feel like they have to do things a certain way. They have to follow family traditions. So this could be like trying to control things that are going on, or needing to release control, because you do have the Judgment here and the Eight of Swords, which is about freeing yourself, needing to release. And the Judgment is about releasing, freedom, leaving things in the past. So I feel like they need to release control or let go of things that are no longer serving them. the things that are holding them back. I feel like they're just holding on to something, and it could be those belief systems or those traditions. What is this person's next action, Spirit? Things are going to come to light. You got the moon, the 8 of wands, and the 3 of wands. Yeah. So this is about like things coming to light and very fast progress. You have the 8 of wands and the 3 of wands, which is about growth and expansion. They could be literally traveling to you. Again, with the belief systems, I'm getting like overseas. Like I see the ships in the background, and then this person is on like an actual boat. So maybe this is somebody like overseas, you know, no matter where you are in the world, but maybe crossing water to get to you. I don't know why that's coming to me. They could be, you know, coming by boat or just crossing the ocean, but this is like communication coming in. Like some kind of communication is going to bring things to the light. Like things are going to come to the surface. And there is like progress here, growth, expansion, momentum, again with that self-confidence. So they could be getting some self-confidence back. The 6 of wands is very much about like pride and self-confidence. And maybe they've been holding themselves back because of certain beliefs. And you know, that doesn't even have to be family beliefs. Maybe they just always have believed that they have to do things in a traditional way, or they have to do things a certain way. And you know, they've been in hermit mood. I mean, I guess hermit mood's kind of a mood, but it's hermit mode. Like maybe they have really been pulled back, and now they're ready to, you know, come back and have that self-confidence, and you know, kind of leaving those belief systems behind. Because with the 6 of swords, like leaving things behind and standing up for yourself and standing up for what you believe in and accepting lessons and moving forward. So they really could be leaving some kind of belief system behind, some kind of tradition. Maybe they grew up with, maybe it was, you know, family belief. Again, you know, if you guys are from across different worlds, you know, if you're on opposite sides of the world, maybe it's a belief system that was ingrained in them in childhood, or their family belief system. What is the advice for the collective, Spirit? Yeah, so we have the 2 of wands, the world, and the 7 of cups. So this is about like taking those next steps and leaving your comfort zone, taking a risk, and ending some kind of cycle that has caused confusion. You know, maybe you were very confused on why they were so pulled back and why you guys didn't have this new beginning, right? And once things come to light, you'll be able to kind of end that cycle and kind of take those next steps together. Leave both of you maybe leaving comfort zones. But as far as your advice, I feel like this is you just kind of needing to make the decision to end a cycle that, you know, has caused confusion, get clarity, use your discernment as well. I mean, you know, I don't see anything super negative like this person has done anything. I feel like it was just them being pulled back and trying to, you know, figure out how to move forward and overcoming obstacles, really wanting to move things forward. But it's hard to leave traditions, right, and belief systems behind sometimes. So, Queen of Swords on the bottom, again, with clarity and boundaries, communication will be important here. Okay. What else do you have for the collective, Spirit? So the first card that came out was this lion. Arrogance, ego, stubborn. But when I see pride, it made me think of the Six of Wands, right? So lacking that self confidence, but also their pride could have been getting in the way because the Six of Wands is very much about pride. So maybe that was a part of what was holding them back was their pride. They didn't want to admit that they were holding themselves back, you know? And a lot of times it's fair, right? It's a fair human emotion. We have rejection, abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. Yeah, so I mean, they could have abandoned this in the past, or they could be abandoning, again, those belief systems. We have releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away. Yeah, you definitely had that with that Six of Swords. Time, waiting, cycles, moments. So I feel like maybe one or both of you. We had that World card, which again is about ending the cycles. So when I look at the World card, it looks like it has like this portal, right? And this is literally like deciding to walk through this and end cycles in order for a new beginning. So you have the World and then you have the Fool. This is the end of the major arcana and this is the beginning. So it's like closing out this whole cycle, going through all the major arcana and finishing all of these lessons and then starting new, right? But that takes you leaving your comfort zone and making the decision to do so. Is this something you want to do? And then we have elusive, dishonesty, deception, trickery. We also had on this one irrational fear. So that could be an irrational fear one or both of you have is something about deception or trickery. Maybe you thought they were being deceptive or they thought you were being deceptive. That could have been the confusion, the Seven of Cups. It could have just been very confusing. What else do you have for Scorpio Spirit? So we have tolerating abuse. Any kind of abuse is not okay. You deserve someone who treats you well. And then we have criticizing. Criticizing your partner is driving them away. Focus on their good qualities. So maybe this is past energy or this is something you have dealt with and you're needing to heal from. Maybe they were healing from this. And then we have demanding. You set impossible standards for your partner to meet. Be less demanding. Interesting. These seem like super negative and like criticizing, demanding, tolerating abuse. So maybe this is belief systems within relationships that are changing for one or both of you. That's really interesting. But yeah, I feel like there are definite cycles ending and just a need to make a decision, but they definitely want some kind of new beginning here with you. So I hope that this message helped and I will see you next time. Bye.